we do it every day. We be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best. I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio. This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio when I'm spitting all these rhymes.
What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the 10-yard fight. This is the Philly Bunt Special ebook, volume 18, part 7. By this time, I was about 20 to 25 games within the scheme. And like I said previously, things had started slowing down tremendously. Right? So at first, I was just operating from the plays on the left. And then I just started implementing the interchangeables on the right side. You know, these little small scribble scrabbing concepts like smash return, dig return, and bench pivot. You know, those are plays that you really don't see people doing. You rarely see people doing these type of plays, but you can build a whole scheme with these little plays, you know, because what's going on is, as you can see, we starting this thing off right to constantly always getting the first turnover, you know, and just getting that momentum started. And that helps out with the scheme too. But yeah. So right here, speed dig. That's going to be the original play call. He's weak on the left side, but we want to keep the ball on the ground this time. Kind of want to run the ball on the first play, you know. Let them think, you know, that's going to be your primary focal point, right? So we're back to what we're doing. All the tools are in the toolbox right here. Speed dig. We look to the zone beating side. That's nice. So here's a tactic. What I do, this is like a system within a system, right? So when you anticipate man, you got the automatic on the left side, so you will read the play from left to right. But when you anticipate zone, you got the zone beater, so you'll read the play from right to left. So as you can see, the last play he was in zone, now he's in man. So it was like a different reading system. I did the same play, right? You know, I did the same play, speed dig, but he switched up from man and zone. So that'll help you get a quick glance at where the ball should go. Because I know sometimes it probably looked like, man, how did he know the player was going to be open like that? You know, and it was like well timed with anticipation. But that was just because, and here we go, a third time doing speed dig. And like I say, this time I was reading it from right to left, because I was looking for zone. You know, he looked like he was in zone, and he's in fag D as well, and that's not going to help him, especially over here with the 10-yard fight, because I could have took off and ran with the QB straight down the middle with that. We'll make him pay for it next time. But yeah, so you have a system within a system. If you anticipate zone, you know, you read it from the zone side of the play art first. And if you anticipate man, like right here, this is man, I just look straight to the left. Now, you're not 100% guaranteed to go or to be right what he's doing. It all depends on how much he can disguise his defense, you know. But I was like, okay, this is going to be man. I'm sitting my guy on the street, and I gave a nice little glance over there when I snapped the ball. Like, I'm already glancing as I'm taking the snap, and I'm looking at the safety, looking at the cornerback. Safety has deep third responsibility in the middle, so he don't have range to get over here to make a play. So we wasn't really worried about him. I was just more concerned about Elam catching up, you know, the DB catching up with him, or if the DB was playing like cover 2 and then the safety just automatically go to the wide receiver over there. So yeah, reading from left to right or from right to left is very key, especially with this, because these guys are really going to play either cover 1 or cover 3, and they'll sprinkle in a little bit of cover 2. You're not really going to see cover 4 because we don't appear to be going vertical. They'll run cover 4 when we look like we're just going to be taking straight vertical shots down the field with all those crisscrosses and stuff like that. But that's for ultimate team stuff, you know. That's not for this right here. So we're getting back to the basics. Like I say, you're either going to get cover 1 or cover 3, and sometimes it's going to come with 2 high safeties. Sometimes it's not. So you just can't really just guess what you're going to see. And that's why I was reading from the zone side first, because I was just anticipating cover 3, and I was thinking like the DBs was just going to back up like they just did right there, and we just got a quick little hit. So yeah, just knowing what's possible for the defense is half the battle. Nice little fourth down conversion, 4th and inches, speed option. Got to sprinkle in the run game at times, and we're back to the basics. It's back to the drawing board. We acting like we never scored. We're not even worrying about the score. This is why we call it a 10-yard fight right here. Look at this. The user's gonna go take the flat route like the last play, right? And look, we're right on top of them. See, what I love about this scheme is we're sending players in the same area, but they're separated. There's much separation. Enough separation for him to not even be able to make a play on both receivers. He have to pick one. But we're in the same area. Yeah, so he think on his play art that the field is colored with colors, but it's too much space out here. You gotta account for the gaps in between defenders. Yeah, man. So yeah, let's keep this run game alive right here. Nice little read option. I don't care if it's the running back or the quarterback. We just want to run the ball just to balance things out, so he won't be just solely dependent on the pass. Yeah, make him creep up sometime. There you go. He coming in now. 2nd and inches. We're doing smash return. Circle is going to do a little return route. He got me on that one. He got me. I didn't get the separation that I was looking for. I thought it was going to be zone. Like, that was a prime example right there. I was thinking zone and didn't really have any man beaters at that time like I wanted to have them. So if he come back with the same thing, he gonna pay a price for that. He gonna pay a pretty penny. We got him. Blood. This is a gem right here. This is something that they call sight adjusting. Receivers do it all the time in real life, like the top duo receiver and QB combinations. They sight adjust all the time, and what that's gonna do is you're gonna break off your route and even gain more yards. You're gonna break off from the original route pattern and just fill in the vacant area. So I was able to lead pass instead of him going straight down and straight in. I was able to put some precision, some more air under the ball, and get extra yards, extra wide, yards per catch or yards after catch. Yeah, just putting them in position, throwing them open, throwing them with anticipation, basically. Yeah, they call that sight adjusting. Yeah, that's it's a natural inclination that you always do. You just probably don't use the words. Everybody does sight adjusting. But yeah, there's a time to do it and there's a time not to do it. Sometimes you have to do the opposite and flatten your route and come back towards the ball. Those are the opposites of each other. Alright, so here we go. Bunch left. Look at that outside out there. He got caught up in the trash. I love it. You gotta love it. Another sight adjusted throw. I was able to lead the pass. That was supposed to be straight to the sideline, but we was able to get some more, a little more real estate because it was vacant over there. Alright, so here we go. 1st and goal. We got like 2 timeouts, so we have plenty of tries to get this ball in the end zone. I'm not in a hurry. Got to understand time and score. Time and score is a skill. He's going to crunch his defense in, going to crunch the whole box in. So we'll see what happens. Look like bodies on the ground right here. And we still got in. I think I scored too early. Time and score is critical. You don't want to be scoring back to back to back and he's a high scorer as well, and you just giving him the ball just to go score again, and you got to match every time. You got to understand time and score, stopping the clock, game managing, doing the right play for a certain down, getting out of bounds, milking enough clock off, right? Yeah, so because last thing I would want right now is to be 17-17. So yeah, that's how we went into halftime. 17-0. 17-0. We're in full control. We're in the driver's seat with the ball. So yeah, flat route is perfect versus 3x1 sets. Like I said previously, this is not a symmetrical formation, so there's a lot of flooding over here. And as you can see, like, he might have thought that guy on that return route was going across the field, and then he just came back and returned, right? That's what made that so special. And if you look at the replay again, the user just followed whoever was going. The user followed that corner guy. I'm gonna do it again. So yeah, he followed the corner guy. But this time, you know, I'm kind of open on the left side of the field. So I got to go take that automatic real quick. And see, that was the difference right there. I did the same play, but the first time it was reading the zone side of the field, and then this time it was reading the man side of the field, the man beating side. So yeah, just having these little mental tools will just sharpen your game right here. Here we go again, bench pivot. I mean, this guy's lost in the sauce back there. Yeah, man, I love that route right there. I love it. Look how much separation he got. He damn near like 7 yards away from him. And then one good thing about those little routes right there is they just create separation. And then when they do separate, especially in man coverage, the other men are defending their receivers that's spaced out. You know, that's what I like about the scheme. You know, everybody is in the same area, but they're spaced out, and it's just so much separation. Like right here, they're in the same area, the two guys going across, but it's separation. I actually should have went to the first man that went across, but I was able to click on with the user skills and go make a play on the ball. So yeah, everybody's in the same area, but it's gonna put players into conflict on defense. So right here, got that space on the right side. He got me then. It's man. I didn't expect for him to be in man all the way down here on the goal line. So yeah, he got me on that one. 2nd and 21. Let's go back. Let's run it back. Got him with the flood. He got me. 3rd and 21. See, I had him. I had the separation. Let's see what he played as a user. So he's going to be in the middle. He's going to drop back. We got him. See, he had a choice to make. He only had one shot to take. Whether you're going to pick the flood side or the lone receiver. Alright guys, that wraps up volume 18 part 7. That was hella fun. We threw a lot of information at you. We're gonna get back in the lab for part 8. See you in the next one.
This is how we do it every day. We be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best. I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio. This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow.